Hey, what's going on everyone? And I am Ashley and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a part two. Today's video is going to be a part two for the Morphe Foundation that I just reviewed. So if you guys are interested, keep watching. Today's video, I just did a review on the Morphe Filter Effect Foundation, and the shade that I got, I really wasn't satisfied with it, so I went ahead and went back to Ulta. Well, went to Ulta because the first one I ordered was online, but this one that I picked up, I went straight to the store and got, and this one is in a closer shade, like shade match to me. So I went ahead and got it, and I said that I wouldn't take the other one back. I would just keep it for a summer foundation. So this primer that I'm using right now is the Hard Candy Sensitive Skin Primer. Just a primer that I pulled out. I believe I used it in my last one too. It's just a primer that I pulled out that I haven't really been using. So I'm just really trying to use a lot of my things that I'm already owning. So let me see here. The next primer that I'm going to go in with is this Nyx Pore Filler. And I really like how that feels on the skin. Ooh, I just hate how it comes out. Alright, so today I'm going to go ahead and color correct just a little bit to even out my skin tone, because I don't know, I just feel like doing the extra step today for some reason. Because lately I have not been doing that. I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Like the places that I go, I don't really, it's usually just like over a friend's house. So it's not really me out like at a nightclub or something like that. So I don't really be caring all that much. Okay, yes, I did not clean up my brows before I started this video, and I usually do, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So today's eyeshadow palette I'm going to be working with is the Morphe Artistry palette, and this is the Just a Crush, the 9J palette. The first shade that I'm going to dip into is Double Text. It's this dark purpley shade here. And I'm just going to place that as a transition shade. So the second shade that I am going to go into is this pink shade here, and it's called First Kiss. I'm going to pop that right in my crease. I need a smaller brush for my crease because I want to be able to get in there good. You know what, I think I want to deepen this a little bit, so like towards the corners. So I'm gonna go in with Make a Move, this dark purple here. For my lid, I'm gonna take this pink shade here. It's called Butterflies. I'm just gonna place that right on the lid, right in the middle. Alright guys, so I'm going to move on to my foundation and I'll come back to my eyes. This shade is, well, the foundation. For those of you who don't know, it is the Morphe Filter Effect, and this one is in the shade Rich 28, and I believe I grabbed Rich 29. And this one has golden undertones, and it's medium to full coverage. I'm not going to go into all the details because I believe I just talked about this foundation in the last video that I did. It's just a different shade, just a shade lighter. So I'm going to be using that same brush, and when I went into the store, same thing like when I bought the foundation online, they give you a free brush. So I'm just going to be using that same brush and going in. As you guys can see, it is a little bit lighter than the last one, which I thought was pretty decent. A nice shade match. So yeah, this blends pretty good with a sponge too. I don't think I used a sponge in the last video, but it blends with a sponge. So, alright, so moving on, I'm going to be using the Morphe Fluidity Concealer in the shade 4.25. I'm not going to use a whole lot of this. I don't want it to take over. I'm looking a little washed out right now, but it's all going to come together. So for contour, I'm going to be using my black opal stick, and this is in the color Karab. Alrighty, so for bronzer, I decided to pick up a different shade bronzer, and this is the same bronzer I've been using, but it's just a different shade. And this one is from Morphe. It is the Glimmer Bronze, and this is in the shade Trailblazer. So it's just a little bit lighter than the other one. I'm noticing that my skin is becoming more lighter because it's the winter time, so I'm having to adjust the products that I'm using. And this was one of them. Like the last one, the other one, Leader, is a little dark for me right now, but I'm sure when summer rolls back around, I'll pick it up again. But this will be the one that I'm going to use for the winter. And then for my highlight, I'm going to use the NYX Born to Glow. And let me see, I think this is in the shade Deep, if I'm not mistaken. Just going to pour a little bit in the cap. Just so I don't make a huge mess. I don't want a whole lot of product. Just kind of dip it and tap it off really good. For blush today, I am going to be using the Black Radiance, and this is in the shade Warm Berry. Alright, I'm going to set my face with a hydrating hard candy mist. Alright, so for my lips, I'm using the ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Gloss, and this is in the shade Type of Way. Alright guys, so I'm going to let my face dry a little bit, and I'm going to apply my lashes, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look. I went ahead and popped on my eyelashes. The foundation, this new shade of foundation, I think is a way better, well, not way better match, because the first shade wasn't that bad, but this one is a way better match, and I don't have to do a lot of work, to get it to work. So this look is definitely a look, could be a look for Valentine's Day. So I don't know, you guys, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.